Agents of Damned is a podcast intended for adults, featuring mature content that includes, but is not limited to, cursing, swearing, vulgar language and themes, depictions of sexual themes and ideas, and potentially triggering depictions of depression, alcoholism, horror, and emotional and verbal abuse. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Agents of Damned, Age of Despair. I am your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent dungeon master, Jordan Hoshi Roman. And as always, I am joined by my fellow players.
Hi guys, I'm Katie and I play Faith.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina and I play Wintera.
And I'm Drew McLean, and hey guys. You ever had a really long week at work, and you're tired, and you're just I'm not sure, I'm up to just general things, and then people come over who you and kind of halfway enjoy, and they really lift your spirits and shit. I play the good Dr. Arlo Aegon, sponsored by Friendship.
Aww, that was
Shut
actually
up.
really sweet.
How are you talking about you guys? Let's talk about different people. Shut up.
Well, yeah, you
Fine,
said you
fuck
only
you
half
too.
tolerate us. Obviously, you like us more.
I love it. Thank you, bud.
No, I refuse these emotions.
Also sponsored by DMs who forget their dice.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
But also legitimately sponsored by Adventure Dice.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Adventure Dice.
I don't think we've ever actually, do we?
We haven't
Oh,
had
we
to
talk
play
about
this
them a
in
lot.
every episode.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, we feed the hand that feeds us back.
Oh yeah,
Fair
for
enough,
sure. We
fair
shout them out a lot.
So anyway, that recap before we all die.
Yes, please.
Got it. Last time, love was in the air. Following the impromptu union of Wintera and Bookworm, Saith caught the bouquet and ran off to tell Barden. Meanwhile, Arlo went to confide in Sibo about his romantic shortcomings. Later that evening, a grand feast was held with all of Neverwinter in attendance. Everyone enjoyed themselves, especially Arlo and Kespa, the former of whom built up the courage to ask the latter on a date. At the end of the evening, Ryan gave a speech to everyone, declaring this the final night of the apocalypse. Now, it is the following morning. The final battle against Vincent is at hand. This shall mark the beginning of the final chapter of our tale, one way or another. And thus we resume our tale. You are all gathered at the edge of the docks. You know that Yarvum has found Narif and is guiding him over. He should be arriving fairly soon. A mist wafts over the water in the early morning. A chilly breeze blows past all of you. It's quiet. Despite the number of people there, it is an eerily quiet. And after a moment of this silence, it is broken by a single cry.
Yeah, Rick?
You see through the crowd, Rick is running over towards you guys up at the front, like pushing past pretty much everyone else in the room. Like, excuse me, pardon me, gotta get through here. Really important. All the soldiers are just like extremely confused what the fuck this man is doing here. And eventually he makes his way over to you with little Rick, who is holding a ginormous sack. Barden shoots him a quick, fiery, no pun intended, glare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there you are, I've been looking all over for you.
Okay. Why?
Because you forgot something.
What?
Your children! And he has little Rick open up the bag, and all these, like, little... what look kind of like the thing that fancy people put, like, soft-boiled eggs in with a cup on it, and they all just sort of, like, roll out.
Oh, little puddlings.
Exactly. He's like, it's very important that these things stay with you as they are acclimating to life itself. Or more specifically with pudding, but, you know, potato in this case.
Are they gonna be safe during the war?
I mean, as long as you don't, like, I don't know, throw them in a Nightwalker should be fine.
I mean, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, good, then yeah, everything should be okay.
Okay, well, come on, little guys. The more the merrier.
The things do not seem to move. Oh,
Okay,
that's
then.
weird. Wait, hold on, do you still have blue on you?
Oh, yeah.
And blue sort of, like, comes out and, like, you know, jiggles a little bit. And then you notice that the other things start to, like, rustle a little bit as they all, for lack of a better word, crack open and sort of, like, slither to the other field operatives and sort of climb onto them. Yes, you guys too.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys are getting your own little goo monster friends.
Arlo has like his like spear raised over his head. He's like, ah!
Oh, that's weird.
Save your puddlings are very clingy.
Yeah, they just want to be friends. Don't worry. Let them. It just means that they're not gonna burn you with their little acidic grossness.
Okay, I guess it can't be worse than the hearing.
Arlo says, what? As he's been like stabbing at the ground, keeping the puddling away.
It has been masterfully dodging all of them. You apparently got the fast one. So as this happened, Saith, you notice that blue starts to kind of like move around your body and in a weird way sort of like imitates what Pudding will do with the Sailor Oobleck thing.
Okay.
And then everyone else's seems to also like follow in line and do this. And then blue switches over to, I guess it would have to be your crossbow because I don't think you have your sword summoned right now. So it would be on the crossbow and then all the other ones, again, imitate going to one of their weapons.
You guys, we're Oobleck Power Rangers.
Oh.
I didn't say that. They're still small. Like it's not like a full body covering.
I know, but like I imagine like Arlo's being like yellow and Tara's is green and
Excuse me, you know damn well I'm the Green Ranger.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Winterra's is purple.
Yep.
Fucking Dragon Zord.
Yeah, all right, sure. All these black puddings can change colors now. Why not?
I mean blue is blue.
I thought blue was blue because it had the blue bow.
No, blue.
I've been
blue
picturing
'cause
them
it was blue.
multicolored too, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, it's not the most important thing in the world. Fuck it. Whatever. Anyway, Rick looks at this and goes, "Oh, well, never seen him do that before. Looks convenient, though. You could probably take advantage of their gooey and acidic natures to give you guys a little bit of a buff. You know, they'll probably won't last forever, but it's something."
Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Pudlins.
They say you're welcome.
I know.
You understand my language.
I've spent enough time around Puddin'.
Well, good luck. Try not to die. And Rick immediately leaves, followed by little Rick. Barton just looks horrified at all of this.
When when Tara having the puddling just like moving around wherever it's moving, is like looking around and there's behind her, and you're gonna have to make up a voice for this ridiculously named person, Jordan.
Fuck me, is that what this was for?
There is a hobgoblin standing behind Wintera. It's Sir Arturo Tittywinkle Umberto Brivasso IV.
Well, at least it wasn't one that I said.
I mean, it's partially the one you said.
What
It's mixed in there. is standing there holding like a wizard's wand. And we flash back to earlier in the morning when Tara at the Conjuration Circle deciding, oh, fuck, what the fuck am I bringing? If I bring another dinosaur, it might not fit. And she's like, wait, I'm Shepherd of the Fae. I probably should do a Fae thing. And she's like looking around at all of the Fae here. And she's like, okay, if I magically bond a Fae person to me, I don't know how this is going to work. This might be kind of weird, but you know, we'll just pull some out of their breakfast. It's fine. And she casts Conjure Fae in the Conjuration Circle for the Hobgoblin Devastator, currently named Sir Arturo Tittywinkle Umberto Brivasso IV.
Okay.
I'm imagining he's like eating like a hard-boiled egg, and then like the summoning circle goes off, and he was like, "Oh, hold on, honey, I've got work," and then like walks away from like a very full life with like a hobgoblin like wife and child. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, duty calls."
Man, it's better than Laoshin because Laoshin was in the middle of something way more intimate.
Also, I would like to point out that all of the Fae have been summoned, so, like, previously. So I actually imagine you literally just call someone from, like, 2 tables over.
Right, exactly. But the thing is, this is a concentration spell. So as we saw when Wintera was doing the thing with the dinosaurs when she was dealing with that last trial where she died some number of times, she's gonna drop concentration on it, holding a, like, her scimitar ready to fucking fight this wizard as she like goes forward and casts Charm Monster on this character.
For a brief instant, he's like, my god, my free will has returned to me. Hello, Shepherd.
Oh, no.
I feel inextricably loyal to you.
It's like that, in Hercules, that guy that gets released from the cage and he's like, I'm free! And then he falls into another cage and he's like, dang it.
I am blanking on that right now. We can cover that later.
He was there in the Hydra scene.
Oh, phew, that went a lot smoother than I was expecting. I woke up ready to have to deal with fire. Okay. Thank you for not fireballing me. I appreciate it.
Of course. You are my friend, my most trusted confidant. I have only known you for mere moments. But I know I can trust you with my life. Hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. You sure you ate enough this morning?
It's my only one, but I know you need it. The sustenance is required for you, my greatest friend.
I had needs this morning. It's okay. You could have it. I think you need it more than I do.
I insist. Your needs are greater than my own.
No, I insist, please.
I must truly insist. He starts like trying to wrestle the egg into your mouth.
Oh, and Tara's gonna oppose trying to put the egg back in his mouth.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
What's his athletics? Because you told me none of this ahead of time, so I didn't prepare stats for
I have
any
them
of this.
written down. It's +1 for strength.
Oh, neat.
It's literally like a wizard hobgoblin is what the stats kind of appear to be.
Cool. What'd you get?
Okay, hold on. No!
Oh, no.
What'd you get?
One.
Cool. He got a 19, so he like manages to like pry your mouth open like your father would do when you were young and didn't feel like eating vegetables, and just like shove the egg in, close your mouth, and then just.
Oh god.
You just ate a whole ass egg, homie.
You're welcome,
I'm not thankful.
but I am for you.
Oh god, alright, come on, we've got to meet everyone at the docks.
Whatever you say, dearest companion.
Somewhere out there, Bookworm literally just feels Wintera's disdain through their bond.
I'm imagining like at a table like a little bit farther over, there's like a little hobgoblin like wife and child. It's like, what's going on with Papa? And then she like covers his eyes like, don't look at him while he's like this.
Jimmy, no.
This is why we tell you not to do charm with your friends.
Oh, and then as Wintera is walking away, she's like, oh, wait, hold on. And then she walks back over to the Conjuration Circle.
God, what next?
Hey guys, do you want me to do a multiple of 8, multiple of 4, multiple of 2, or multiple of 1?
8 for the action economy.
For the action economy? For the action economy. We'll do 5th level for this. And then Wintera's like, and then for the part that I know everyone is waiting for in her mind, the 16 velociraptors.
Yep, there they are.
That she's like, oh wait, no, I need all of my friends. she summons 16 velociraptors.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone golf claps because they knew this was coming.
Yeah, they knew it was coming.
Da, 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 da.
So
Da-da!
at the docks, through the intense scene that everyone's getting ready for, there's just Wintera with the Pudlings, the 16 velociraptors gnawing at Arlo and Saith and the Pudlings and playing, and then this hobgoblin that is still talking about this hard-boiled egg.
And of course, we've got Spectre and Varus pops out of Saith's skin.
Pops out of skin form.
Yeah, pops out of
Pops
skin
out of
form.
skin form.
Anyway, do you guys want to know what these Pudlings do? Because we kind of like lost track of that real hard.
Yeah, no, we do need to
Sure.
know what the Pudlings do, but I needed to make sure that Wintera's setup was covered because I knew it was going to take a minute.
It wasn't gonna take. I mean, it doesn't take me that long to say what they do. It's not that complicated.
Go for it.
So you can choose to either have them in armor form, which grants you 10 temporary hit points, or you can choose to have them in weapon form, in which case your attacks will deal an additional 1d4 acid damage with that chosen weapon.
Nice.
If you lose your temp HP, they have to like go into hiding on your person, at which point they are safe, and they can recharge at the start of your turn on a roll of a 5 or a 6 on a d6 roll. You can switch them as an action. I finally learned at the finale how to do balanced buffs.
You are awesome. Thank you for putting in the effort for this.
I literally looked at a card and thought, hey, that'll do.
Fair enough. Saith is gonna let baby boy.
I thought Blue was a girl.
They are non-binary.
Yeah, I
they
feel like
just
that would be
choose
agender.
Either way, whatever
I
they feel.
did just remember that I did have Rick state that oozes have zero concept of gender, so this tracks.
Yes.
I forgot my own lore. Okay, is there anything else that needs to happen with you guys now that I realize that some of you, probably just one of you, had plans? Honestly, shame on me for not factoring that in.
How about Laoshin's there already?
Yeah, no, he showed up there. He looked real tired, but he and his swarm of monster people are all there. They all look real cranky because they had to, like, they did have plans that night, but then everything just got upended when they found out they had to go fight in a war, so a lot of them are, like, really grumpy and kind of sullen about the whole thing, but they're there, they're ready to fight.
Saith doesn't make eye contact with Laoshin.
Laoshin makes exclusively eye contact with you. He's very upset. But he's there.
Where is Team Outcast right now?
Team Outcast is currently standing off to the side next to Ryan.
Okay, where is Wintera's brother? The twin, not the
Which
little one.
Also with them.
Okay. She walks over specifically to Erwin and she sort of like opposite arm, opposite shoulder, so left arm, left shoulder, like puts a hand on his shoulder and like leans in very close to him. And she's like, do not become jealous and be the third one of us to meet Mylaki.
What the actual shit does that mean?
If you die, I will personally bring you back and bite you so hard.
Hold on, do you think I'm jealous that you and Oliver died?
I mean, it's two of the three of us, so
I'm not.
just need
What
to
the
make
fuck
sure.
is wrong with you?
Wintera stares him
Is that
down.
what dying does to you? Oh my god!
Wintera stares him down. Longtooth, promise you're not gonna die.
Yeah, no, of course!
Fine.
I hate you. Why does that feel like foreshadowing?
Bookworm looks over concerned, like, do we need to talk?
No.
Are you sure? That felt like foreshadowing.
No.
Okay, good. You also come back alive. Absolutely 100%. I know you've died a lot, but
Everyone who
the
didn't
Fae
know,
told me.
everyone that didn't know that Wintera has died is like, wait, what?
No, everyone
Wait,
knows
what do
at
you
this
mean
point.
a lot?
I mean, I've had to do some training with the Fae, and I died. What was the number? 80 something times.
Wait, did you get to do hyperbolic time chamber training?
Look, it was a lot. I didn't want to talk about it. It was literally within the hour I got married.
Oh man, that sounds so cool though.
It wasn't. It was so- Do you know what it feels like to get stabbed through the lungs and the heart and the kidneys 80-something times with no time reference?
That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it sucked. Here's some uses a very jagged blade.
Hey, Saith turns to Barden. No promises here that we're gonna make this out alive, alright? I do just want to say one more time, no matter the outcome, I had fun.
Same. I'd still prefer if we both made it out, but I get it.
And I'll take still snow. Alright, let's go.
Wait, what?
What?
Now hold on a second. He follows after you with what might be the most petty argument in the history of happy couples.
Arlo kind of looks and like Kespa's not nearby. She's kind of like a little bit further out in like the battle preparation. He goes, Kespa,
Yeah?
if you die, get your armor.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
So as you guys make your way back up, Wintera, you feel like the sudden weight drop on you as you feel someone like almost like fall into you with their arm around you, and you like look over and you see Elima is like, "Sup?
Oh, hey, Elima.
Hold that thought." And literally, as she does, she holds up a finger, and you hear in your mind, "What the fuck?"
Oh, hi, Pendleton.
Yeah, you look down and realize that she slipped the ring back on your finger without telling you.
Elima, why?
I promise nothing.
Elima.
Some warning next time.
I figured you saw where we were going, and that was warning
I
enough.
wasn't happy about it.
I mean, that was warning enough.
No.
He kind of was.
Listen here, you little shit.
Hey, did you know I'm married now?
And I missed it.
Well, I mean, I needed you to go have your talk with Milo before we all potentially die, so...
And you couldn't have waited to get
I didn't get a
married.
choice.
What do you mean you didn't have a choice?
You remember, you know Morgrim?
The really loud one that's not Arlo?
Yeah, that one. He sort of force-dragged me when he realized I accidentally proposed to Bookworm, and made us get married. That was yesterday.
There's a long silence and then just... Yeah, okay, that about tracks. You ready for this?
No, but yeah.
Tell Arlo to shut up, we're having a moment.
No, but yeah.
Say this with you though. Like she was like, you were doing it, and she was like,
As you guys are both doing it, you also hear, nah, 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 and you notice that Granifor is now floating next to you guys, joining in.
Yeah! Just the three of us going, nah, 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 nah.
oh yeah.
No, and we're doing the Chainsaw Man like opening dance.
Do you remember Zombie Granifor?
Yeah, Granifor Prime, I remember him.
We were making guesses on whether or not he was going to show up because of Laoshin bringing all the undead.
I didn't think about that. That's
Zombie
actually
Granifor.
really smart.
Right?
Granifor.
Undead Granifor.
Did Saith use her I know a guy already?
Yes, it was
it's
Laoshin.
Oh, yeah.
Allow me to rephrase what I said then. You see two Granifors bopping up against you, but one of them is like sort of like more drawn out as like he's a little bit behind you on tempo and
Oh
is
my
drooling
God.
a lot.
A little bit of skin coming off in certain places.
A lot of bit of skin coming off in most places.
We try to pretend like we're not uncomfortable with Zombie Granifor. Like, he seems like he's generally having a great time, but we're just like, okay.
Wintera is like sort of bopping along, but doesn't really know what's happening.
Yeah, Granifor looks over at Zombie Granifor. Is like, by the way, no hard feelings, right? Yeah, sure. Still hate your guts, but we'll do this because Laoshin said so.
Wait, canonically, is the Granifor that, like, we know now not the original Granifor that we met?
No.
No. He is. This is the Granifor you have always known. He was not the first Granifor. Zombie Granifor is the first Granifor. For more context into this, listen to our special that we did with Roll for Romance, Transylvania 5, Dead and Breakfast. Still maybe my favorite title we've ever come up with.
That was a fun one, too. You guys need to go back and listen to that one, please.
Anywho, so yeah, all of y'all's chosen allies are also now gathered here. Remind me who goes with which teams, because I know you're not hoarding all of them.
Oh, hold on. I have it.
If memory serves, I know you guys specifically are taking Barden because Saith needs her Skyrim Boo, and you guys have Granifor, but that still leaves Shard and Elima, I believe.
So, Barden with us, Saith to have Skyrim Husbando, Milo with the army. So as Elima shows back up and when Tara realizes that Milo is also here and no longer having the ring, she's like, oh, wait, shit. And she's like, I have something I wanted to give Milo. And
Give it to me, I'll give it to him.
Okay, here, this is best for someone that's not like super magical, and she hands a vial of concerning liquid to Elima.
It's cum.
Damn it, I was gonna make that joke!
Yeah.
Slut! She holds the bottle and it's like, is this jizz?
No, it's there's a lot to explain behind it. It's something called Beholder's Tears. I got sucked into a different dimension
Holy
and ended
shit,
up with
did
this.
you make Granifor cry? She looks way too excited saying this.
No,
Damn
I
it.
found this in another dimension where I died a few times.
That tracks.
Different.
You do die a lot.
I know, it sucks. Anyway, I think you put this in your eyes, and it basically gives you, like, the Beholder, like, anti-magic ray thing. That's kind of what this hag told me. Anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. You said you wanted it from Milo, right?
Yeah.
Cool. She turns out towards the crowd and says, think fast, and chucks it.
When Tara, feels that she can't breathe for a second as she watches this.
Literally, as it leaves her hands, like, after a few seconds, it spins and then teleports.
What the fuck?
What, do you think I was actually stupid enough to throw it, like, legit?
No, not that. Why do you do this? Why is this how you are?
I thought you said you preferred me like this.
I do, but oh my gosh,
I
it's
mean, I
some
could always
adjusting.
go back to being, like,
Nope.
the really cold, brooding...
Nope.
Well, I have vague memories of what that was like.
No, we're good. Just, this is...
Please, no, I like this version of you. You're nice.
Hey.
Yeah, you before was like very shitty Batman.
You know, I kind of get those vibes.
What's a Batman? Is it like an actual, like, Batman? I know there's, like,
Yeah.
a Fae Bat Prince.
Yeah, they're like nocturnal
somewhere.
people that exist. That, like, they take after bats. They really bad eyesight. Not blind though. Common misconception. We don't see a lot of them though, which is why they never get really talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
But
Okay.
they're there.
they are there.
I prefer Iron Men myself.
They're called Warforged. Don't be insensitive.
Yeah, that's a horrible, horrible term. Say that's not the politically correct term anymore.
Very,
Iron Man is officially a slur.
very problematic, Sade.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I had no idea. Thank you for informing me. I will be a better person in the future.
And that's how that conversation should always go. The entire army looks at the screen.
Okay, continuing with the list. Elima, I think we had with Second Chance.
All right.
Shard, we weren't sure if we wanted her with us or another team, but I think you said you'd prefer she went with another team, which we decided Divine Shield.
Yeah, I'd prefer if you guys didn't have, like, everyone with you. I'd like you guys to not have your own army.
we always will, and you know that.
I mean, yes, but, like, outside of the summons.
Right. Okay, so yeah. So Shard's going with Divine Shield.
All right.
Mom, Dad, and Grandma Dark Knight are going with the army. Erwin goes with Outcasts. Oliver does Oliver shit.
Oliver do what Oliver do.
Oliver's gonna do what Oliver's gonna do. We don't know where Oliver's going.
I do.
Gam
Noted.
Gam Dark Knight.
Granifor with us. Sibo, army.
Sibo providing defective sword helmets to the Neverwinter Dragoons
Mhm.
with tears in his eyes.
Snapjar with the army. Cal with the army. Caspa with the army.
All the Dragonborn with the army.
Yeah, all the Dragonborn with the army. And I think that just leaves Laoshan
Laoshan's with the army.
with the army. That should be everyone, I think.
Arlo, when you did pass by Sibo to make sure he was doing good on the helmets, he was wearing a new onesie that says Gnome Buddy understands me.
Arlo, like, nods approvingly, and he's like, see, the onesies are comfortable.
And they describe my own inner turmoil.
Yeah, I'm surprised that, like, you were able to find, like, a company that makes so many onesies for gnomes specifically.
What really surprises me is how many of them are just morbidly depressing, yet relatable.
Well, I mean, that's life.
So true, man, so true.
Well,
Well, anyway, don't die!
Eh.
You hear Casper in the audience say, what?
I'm joking, I'm not gonna die.
Good, I get your spear if you do.
You're not getting my goddamn spear, I'm gonna get your shit.
Like, fuck!
So,
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
hey, everybody, as much as I'm glad that we're having some fun and being able to have a sense of humor through this, I do just want to take a moment to thank those that couldn't be here, like Miavra.
Granite 4 hangs his head low at that one.
And, knowing we probably wouldn't be here, at least some of us, if not for the sacrifice of others.
Everyone looks at Wintera.
Wintera feels very intense emotions, and she's just kind of like staring at Saith, and yeah, we have to remember that there's a lot going into this, and it's gonna be a very interesting day.
Some of us might not come back from this. And that is the scariest possible outcome. But we're all here today because of actions taken by others. The undead wouldn't be here if I didn't have some sort of relationship with Laoshin. And I'm grateful to you, my friend, for everything that you've done to help me settle everything going on in my own life. Not only have you taken this favor up and brought me the forces that we needed, but you've helped me solve a couple of personal issues. And I'm grateful to have a friend such as you.
You see that Laoshin, who at this point was like just holding this coffee mug that had like this scowl on it that seemed to match his own face, looks at you, and his own face is like softened. He has like a little tear rolling down, but he's trying to act tough. Yeah, okay, that's fine, whatever. I'm just doing a favor, you know, it's no big deal.
Whether we started off as friends, acquaintances, frenemies, enemies, or worse.
People you threaten to murder.
I feel like that's everybody.
And it continues to go on. And it continues to go on nightly, but in a different way. Anyway.
What?
No thanks. I don't want that information.
We're all here now for one goal: to help bring Odart home. To give him the peace that he deserves, and to bring an end to his father's villainous ways. No matter how this ends today, we all came together for the purpose of family. Thank you all. Be safe. Do not fucking die.
Slow clap starts.
Yeah, fully. Amidst the slow clap, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and as you look up, you're actually surprised to see Seven is the one who did that. And he's like, when I first met you, I thought you were kind of just okay. You made a lot of excuses about, like, what if I die and shit, and that seemed kind of not edgy. But I think I could say now, you're so nice, it actually comes back around and makes you the edgiest of us all. And that's definitely how that works.
Like in customer service when you're...
No, give him a minute.
I didn't know what I expected you to say, but not that.
And as you and Seven have this, I'll loosely say moment, you hear off towards the water, "Hey, nerd!" And Seven just has like this deep, like, "Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Brothers,
Sister."
can't relate.
And you guys see not Orlo. Well, I guess technically it is also Orlo's, but in this context, Yarvum's ship approaches with. You can see Yarvum up at the front of the ship with another white-skinned tiefling in a dark hood, a bit smaller than Seven, but
1.
yes,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna guess it.
I mean, there's only so many.
I was gonna do a bit where I said 1. You were like, no. I was like 2, 3.
Sorry, this one is actually 1.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's me, Jake from State Farm.
For more
Khakis.
for more information on that, become a patron and listen to our Tales of episodes.
Where I actually do say that this is 1.
Yeah.
So I didn't just pull that out to be a dick.
Oh, I did not. I mean, I listened to that, but I forgot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. So they pull up to the ship, and you guys do see following it is a very weak-looking Narif. He just doesn't have, like, the same look about him. Like, his scales seem a little bit more pale than they usually do. There's a lot of cracks in his shell. Looks like it's from, like, damage and dryness. Just, he looks extremely weak. But you can also very clearly see the red glow atop of the back of his shell. And Yarvum and Spoiled One hop off of the ship. Yarvum immediately goes over to Orlo and Bookworm and gives them both a huge hug. You see that it seems like they have like a quick little moment where he finds out that Bookworm is now married.
When Tara inches closer and just like, hi.
Should probably hide behind Bookworm.
Yeah, she's like inching closer, but is mostly behind Bookworm.
As you are inching closer, you notice that Yarvum shoots a nasty glare in your direction, which you think is towards you, but then you kind of realize it's behind you, towards Morgrim. And he just does like the looking at you, looking at him thing. And then he clocks you after he loses his tunnel vision. He's like, "What are you doing so slowly walking over? We ain't got all day. Get over here."
She speeds it up.
And as soon as you do, he wraps you in his arm and says, "Now I don't think I need to say this, but I will anyway, because I'll hate myself if I don't. You take care of her."
Absolutely, but I know she's also capable of taking care of herself.
That was the right answer. And he like gives you like a friendly like punch on the shoulder.
Yahar.
She just sort of like leans into it and just goofy grin.
Yeah, Saith, you see that one comes over and to really you and Seven, but mostly Seven, and they both just do like a squinting of the eyes and a sup nod,
Fair enough.
and that is the extent of it. Oh right, I should probably Saith, this is my big sister, One.
Hi, One. I'm
Sup?
Faith.
Nice. Like the teeth?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
They're metal as fuck. Well, my job's done. See ya. And she walks off.
Wait, hold on, 7. This is your sister. Your sister's name is Juan?
Yeah?
I thought you'd been saying Juan this whole time.
Why?
I don't know. I thought it was like everyone had a number name except the first one who just got like a regular name or something. Just Juan.
No.
I thought you were saying Juan.
No. She's the first one. That's why she's named One.
Oh, now I finally get it.
Yeah, I thought you meant 4.
I did meet 4.
Then why'd you think my name was Juan?
No, I thought your sister's name was Juan.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense to me. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought you were saying Juan this whole time. I thought it was weird. I didn't want to bring it up. I was like, man, all of our numbers except for Juan. I guess like they started off Juan, and then they're like, we should just number the rest of them. Which I thought was insensitive.
After the first one?
Like, the first one, it was like, I was gonna take a while, they just numbered the rest of you, and I was like, man, that's fucked up.
That is very fucked up, actually. Oh my god.
Lord Almighty.
Holy shit.
Anyway, I'm gonna check on Narf.
Or they name her Juan, and it's like, Juan's a boy's name, right? Like, you're not
Yeah,
very
don't
good at
gender.
baby naming. And then it's like,
Don't gender.
well, I'm not very good at baby naming. I'll just number them instead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I wanna go check on Narf.
Yeah, you and most of everyone else heads on over towards Narif, who's gotten close enough to the docks at this point that you all can speak to him.
Hey, Narf.
Hello. Arlo.
You're looking rough there, bud.
Feel worse.
Well, don't worry. We're gonna get in there and we're gonna fix this. You're gonna be feeling right as rain in no time.
That's what the vet always says.
Right? It's awful.
Hey. Veterinarians
No.
take very... Hey, fuck
No.
you. Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you. Veterinarians take very good care of animals. Being a medical professional is fucking hard. Fucking trying. You know how hard it is to, like, practice medicine in a world where, like, different species have such incredibly widely varying physiologies? Do you know how much overlap there is between veterinary medicine and just straight up medicine? Why do we even just have vets? Why aren't we just...
Ryan comes over, puts a hand on her shoulder, like, for later. we have work to do. I understand you're pent up and frustrated right now. Save it for later. You can release it all then.
Yeah, that's
And she like gives you like a knowing look.
very passionate.
Okay, you as Arlo would know that wasn't her hanging on you. You've learned her secret that she likes dirty humor.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I know, that's why I reminded you, so it didn't seem like she was hanging on you.
Oh, Arlo shoots back like a glance. He's like, that was a good one.
All right, then. Ryan calls Clover to come up onto Narif along with Greta so that they can open up the portal for all of you. As Greta comes up, you see that she actually, like, was standing next to other Greta, and they, like, say a quick goodbye. It seems like they've maybe been spending a lot of time together and grown closer. So they both go up and they start casting their thing. And Ryan comes back to all of you guys with all the other field operatives and says, all right, so once that portal is open, you all will be the first to enter, followed by the armies that we have gathered here. It may take us a moment to get into formation, but we shall move as quickly as we can. While that is happening, you all will need to move as quickly but quietly up to the front gates and into the castle as possible. We won't be able to bring you in the teleportation chamber as we normally do. It'll be like when you first came at the outside of the headquarters. I know that this will be difficult to move with the Nightwalkers around. I'm sure there will be plenty in there. But it is imperative that you all get there with the utmost speed and undetected so that you are well for what lays within the headquarters. Unfortunately, I don't have any means of assisting you beyond that, but I trust that you all, and before she can finish what she is saying, you all hear the familiar cry, or at least when Tara hears the familiar cry, everyone else hears something they've never heard before in the background, which is...
The Fae are here.
And you all hear the roar of these beasts that Wintera alone has witnessed amongst everyone here inexplicably. And all of the Fey Lords come by in their vehicles. Sarastra does the literal same exact thing that she did when she first popped out of the portal, where she skids up to you in the side, drops her sunglasses, and is like, hey.
Hi, guys. Everyone, quick thing. These are cars. Actually, that one's, I think, a motorcycle. Anyway, these are cars.
Whoa! Safe is
Cars?
very entranced with the motorcycle. Very entranced.
That one is the coolest one. Anyway, the ferry here.
Yeah, and we heard you guys need to be able to get to your base ASAP, so we thought we might loan you some real speed.
Motorcycle dibs on the motorcycle.
Already
Dibs,
here,
dibs.
bitch.
Called it.
Already here, bitch.
Called it.
Already here.
Fucking called
It's
it.
mine.
Dibs. Respect
I'm
the
already
dibs.
on
Respect
it.
the dibs. Respect the dibs. I called it even before you even saw it. I made a steel horse joke and everything.
You know what?
Dibs.
Can we roll for it? Can I roll for it?
Roll initiative, both of you.
Oh, gosh.
So that's 14.
Safe rolled a 26.
Sorry, man.
Arlo stabs the motorcycle.
It bounces off, pristine and unharmed. And Oberon just looks at you like, really?
I'm petty.
No kidding. Come on, babe. You're riding bitch seat.
What? But... And Barton gets like real close, like, I thought that was only the term that we used, like, when we were, like, alone at night.
Safe quickly kisses him on the mouth and pulls him onto the motorcycle.
I think I killed Christina.
You can't just casually drop that in a conversation.
The hell I can't.
This is Hoshi we're talking about.
I can't.
So, anyway, the way that this is now going to work, now that we've gotten to the point where we have hit the mechanics, is in order to get to headquarters, you guys are going to be riding with the Fey Lords. This will also allow the armies to be able to get set up in their positions so that they can best hold things off and buy you guys as much time as possible. Because they won't be able to, like, enter the portal in the exact formation that would be best, you guys are also going to be pulling double duty and help buy them a little bit of time so they can buy you the most amount of time.
Okay.
So as you guys will be zipping past Nightwalkers, you guys will have the opportunity to try and basically, like, push them back. And any instance of that you fail will cost them valuable time, which will in turn cost you guys valuable time.
Ooh, I hate it.
So, I know where Saith is. Where's everyone else riding? And I will just say, for simplicity's sake, everyone, like all the other field operatives, will just get Clown Card into Hearsom's van. Just for simplicity's sake.
Arlo found a different, cooler motorcycle and is riding on that.
There was only the one person on a motorcycle. I already said what everyone
different,
had.
cooler motorcycle.
There's not another motorcycle. Get over it. You lost.
Wintera hops in the convertible with Sarastra.
Shard hops in the back with you and is like, I just want you to know, Shepard, you're sitting in my seat. Guard it well.
Oh, okay.
And she sits back.
I didn't know that the seats had particular locations. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. She's just normally my shotgun is all.
Isn't that like a weapon?
Yeah. It's also what we call the seat next to the driver.
Oh.
Why?
Well, obviously for, shooting with the shotgun that you have as the person in this spot.
Yeah, it's right there next to your feet. See it? And you look down, there is definitely a shotgun down there.
Yeah, you have to be able to, hit enemies, Arlo.
I just feel like if you're aiming at a moving target, a shotgun wouldn't be as useful, especially with it spread. Like you'd go with.
Well, I mean, you've
whatever.
also got
Never
other
mind.
magic,
Don't worry
but if
about
they
it.
get too close to you, then you can shoot them with this.
See, she gets it.
Yeah.
That's fair enough,
Do you need me to go back over what the other vehicles were?
I guess.
Okay, so I will say that there is also still room with Sarastra in the convertible, because there's still more backseat. Shard doesn't take up all of it.
She's big, but not that big.
Yeah. There is Titania in her Prius. Got you again.
Forgot she drove a Prius.
Yeah. Meskamin was in the pickup truck. Ulorian had the minivan.
Is it a Yee pickup truck with balls hanging off of it?
No, he's more dignified than someone who would put truck nuts on a car.
But have like that thing on the front where like someone on like a big truck puts like the cow horns on the front.
No.
Man, you don't let us have no fun with nothing.
I'm sorry?
I hate this family. I can't do nothing.
Let's see. I think there's one I missed. No, that's everyone. Because the other one was Hirsum's van, which is housing everyone else. So that one's occupied.
Which car gives the biggest Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome energy?
That would 120% be Meskimin and his pickup truck.
Then in the pickup truck, I go.
Yep, you in the pickup truck. Are you saying shotgun or are you in the back?
So I guess the most yee choice would be Arlo sitting in the flatbed of the pickup truck, just pouting about not getting the motorcycle.
Oh, come on, man. It ain't that bad. Trust me, these things kick ass.
I mean, it's like, what do we even live in a society anymore? I mean, like, a man calls dibs, and that means nothing to these people?
I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest. Faye don't do dibs.
Y'all don't do dibs?
Faye don't do dibs. Alright, so as you guys settle into your vehicles of foremost choice, you see this bright light on the back of Narif as Clover and Greta have managed to get open the portal, and with a loud rev of the engine, you all bolt forward faster than any steed any of you have ever been on and dive into the portal.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
Yeah, and so I was telling them about the thing, with the...
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Drew, oh my God.
Drew?
Drew, are you okay?
Drew? You good?
Oh God, no!
Yes.
Oh no, they got him.
Yes.
Turned into the dice gremlin.
It is I, the Dice Goblin.
Gremlin.
Goblin.
I wrote the commercial. It's the fucking Dice Goblin. Katie.
Oh no, not the Dice Goblin. Dice Goblin, why are you here?
I am here, for I am the dark passenger within you all that you cannot sate.
He's right. I feel the need to buy dice now, but wherever will I do that?
You'll never be able to get enough high-quality dice at a low price to satiate me. There is no such place to get such things.
That's not true.
What?
You could go to www.adventuredice.ca and put in the code AGENTS at your time of purchase. You'll get 10% off.
Wow, do they have, like, a wide variety of things to choose from? Like, regular dice, small dice, big dice, wooden dice, metal dice, sharp-edged dice, and,
Even D6 and D10 sets.
Wait, they have D6s and D10 sets? Shit!
Exactly, and you can get almost every single set with the exception of the Andrea's Adventures Charity set.
that's still over 300 dice to choose from.
So many dice! Your dice goblin will surely be satisfied.
Now, with all of these dice available, the Dark Passenger has been sated and I am vanquished. No!
Oh God, did you die?
Hey guys, what's up? What did I miss?
There he is. He's all good.
Hey, thanks AdventureDice.ca!
I don't know what's going on. I left to get a sandwich.
Okay, so as you all enter into the portal, the base that you all see, it looks largely the same. However, there are some notable differences from the first time you guys showed up. The ruby red sky around you appears to be cracked, with darkness seeping in. And the trees that fill the small forest in front of the castle itself has been overtaken by countless nightwalkers. they all sense the portal's opening. And with wings spread, they all bolt towards you. Everyone, roll initiative.
16?
9.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, blazing through in the convertible, Wintera. The first thing that you all notice about these vehicles is that they don't seem to be bound by the road. They are fully capable of flight.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
That is what Meskimen said to you. And you were like, what? And then you suddenly started flying.
All right, I desperately need one of you to do a fan art of Saith and Barden on a motorcycle. Please. I am not that talented.
You got it.
But it
my
has to be the
God.
scene where Saith is like about to throw up and Arlo is like
Oh,
laughing
come
at it so
on, no.
hard that he's crying a little bit.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be like that particular scene where Arlo's like, oh!
Meanwhile, Chelsea's being volunteered for her services in the background.
Oh no, I was volunteering myself as a joke.
Oh my god.
My zero artistic ability. You see that the Night Walkers all begin flying directly towards you. From behind, you guys do hear that the armies have started to spill forth from the portal. The portal itself is on ground level, but you guys are making your way into the air towards where the Night Walkers are all like flying towards you. What would you, Wintera or Shard, like to do in this instance?
So just making sure I totally understand, because I was also looking up other stuff and writing it down for notes. We are aiming to delay the Night Walkers that are trying to stop us so that the Fae can get us where we need to go fast enough so that we don't lose time for what we're doing later.
Basically, the way that this works is the Fae's ultimate job is to get you into the castle behind where all the Night Walkers are. However, the army themselves needs time to, like, get into formation, because if we just send foot soldier after foot soldier against Night Walkers, y'all gonna have a lot of bodies piled up.
Sure.
You guys have taken the, like, necrotic resistance potion that I mentioned last time that Outcast and Divine Shield managed to procure while you guys were out in Time Anther. And so that will buy the army at its base 10 minutes, which means that is bare minimum amount of time that you guys will have in order to be able to complete your mission.
Okay.
Now, given all of the things that you guys have gotten as far as, like, NPCs that are staying with the army, the various forces that you guys have gathered for the army, I have given various buffs to the time depending on that. So right now, you guys are standing at about 20 minutes. For each instance that you guys cannot, like, fend off the Night Walkers in whatever it is that you do, that will cost the army's time getting information, which will take away from that 20.
And how many Night Walkers and general other dimensions you said there are of what we're in right now?
Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts 3?
No.
Okay, so...
Wait, hold on. Cena, remember the Kingdom Hearts screenshot of look at all those chickens?
Yes.
That.
Okay.
All those chickens.
I realized that there was a direct line to what you were trying to describe. And I was like, wait, I have this knowledge of my wife's very specific and not widespread pop culture knowledge.
I don't necessarily know that's the exact thing I was going for, because I don't know what you're talking about, but...
Are you trying to describe the scene where, like, he's literally surrounded by Heartless?
Yeah.
There's a meme of Sora, like someone did, like, the picture thing, like the selfie, and it's him surrounded by all the Heartless, and they captured it, look at all those chickens.
Oh, okay. Then yes,
Look at all those chickens.
Okay.
I was going to personally describe the shadow tornado that comes at you and just say it's that, like, blown up to 1,000, but that works too.
Okay. So,
Look at all those chickens.
Chickens? Where do you see chickens?
I don't know. I feel like if we just called them chickens, it makes it less terrifying.
Oh! Here, chickies!
Okay, so but none of us can be frightened, which I think is kind of fun. So when Tara feels like she should be absolutely terrified of this number of Nightwalkers, but she can just feel within herself. She's thinking back to everyone getting together the night before. She's like, we have to do this for everyone. And so there's a moment where for a second she feels that fear, and then she's totally fine.
You're empowered by the appetizer salad that you
Right.
had last night.
She's like, it was so good.
There were so many tapas.
Those croutons give me strength.
Those croutons give me strength. Texture of those cranberries, on point. But no.
And the sliced tuna on top.
I think this works. It doesn't have to be on a ground, right?
I'm gonna play a little fast and loose with the rules of this particular part, so do whatever.
Yeah. How tall are
As
the
long as
Nightwalkers?
it's not too stupid.
How tall are the Nightwalkers again?
Let's see. If average person is about 5 feet, about 20 feet tall.
And then let me see. This one has to be on the ground or no?
I don't think the average
Appears within
person's
range
5
on a
feet.
solid surface. Okay. So
Irrelevant.
when Tara sort of looks behind her at Shard, if you'll let me do both of them, because I have a plan involving both of them.
We'll see.
And she's like, my friends told me about that cool sword thing you can do.
Ah, yes.
Okay. What about sword thing plus thorns? Yes?
The sword thorn thing. Of course.
Perfect. When Tara takes her shepherd's staff and it glows purple, and in front of the line of Nightwalkers, she's gonna cast Wall of Thorns with that in front of them, and then this doesn't have to be on the ground. Shard will cast Blade Barrier about 15 feet above that, creating a line of blades another 20 feet high. So it's a 50-foot wall of thorns mixed with blades.
Okay, yeah, so as you do this, from the ground, this massive wall of thorns shoots up. Some of the Nightwalkers that had gotten close enough just get skewered by these things as they shoot straight into the air. And then coming down from 50 feet up, just this wall of almost raining down from the heavens, this wall of spinning blades comes down, and anything caught in the middle is just immediately bisected. You guys in the vehicles veer off to either the left or right of them now that the center effectively has some time, but the Nightwalkers are not just going to fly mindlessly into this wall. They are going to go around.
And I'll just say that when Tara also, while she's in the vehicle and is doing this, will bonus action shift into just her, normal bear-y form. Her normal shifter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saith, you are on one side of them.
Okay. All right, so Saith is going to use Scorching Ray to kind of guide them to where she wants them to go. So I can shoot off 3 rays all at once and not shoot at a particular target necessarily, but to shoot towards one and then up and then towards the center line forward so that I can kind of push them.
You're trying to push them towards the wall?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to understand what your visual point was to something that is only existent in our heads.
Thank you. I appreciate you working with me. I don't describe things
I got
well.
you, boo. I got you. Yeah, I will also go ahead and say that because we allowed this before, Barden will flame on from the bitch seat and help empower your scorching rays a little bit. So go ahead and roll those hits for me. His help will add +2 to your hit.
All right. Perfect. So
On top of your already existing spell attack bonus.
Yeah, no kidding. 26.
That'll hit.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, yeah, so you unleash these massive bolts of fire at these things. Because of your warlock power, inherently the spell has to be upcast, and with Barden helping you out, they effectively mirror tiny daylight spells. And so they are all, because of the way you spread them out, they veer back over. At this point, it seems like you've handled that side pretty well because the light remains for a bit. On the other side, Arlo, what are you doing?
Arlo sees the Nightwalkers approaching, takes out his lance. He goes like, well, seems like a job for the big iron. And he like does its little like conversion thing to convert it into its gun form, which I would imagine like part of it kind of like pops off and then like reconfigures into like a gun blade, like Squall from Final Fantasy, or Lightning from a different Final Fantasy.
Also from Final Fantasy, but not the same. Don't get it twisted.
They are different and separate games within the same series that came up with the same idea because it fucks so hard. And I'm going to shoot at the Nightwalkers.
Are you going to use a particular special kind of shot? Or are you going to save those for later?
Let's see.
Also, husband, remember all of the items that you have?
I will never do that.
He's just there, like Link in like the first game with like, I don't know if you guys seen that picture of like OG Link with like all the shit strapped to him, like all the items he gets at the end of his game, and he's just like, God, I wish I had something more helpful for this situation.
Can Nightwalkers be frightened?
Like I said, I'm playing fast and loose right now. I don't know if they do. I don't have their card on me right now.
I was gonna say I can pull up the notes that we have about Nightwalkers.
I have a crazy feeling the answer is no, but we'll see what you do and if I care. Again, at me. It's my finale. I'll do what I want.
It's my finale. I can cry if I want to.
I hope not.
Given the last time that I told Arlo to distract Nightwalkers, the bullshit that he gave me, it sounds like he's trying this time, so I'm willing to allow stuff.
I forgot that
He
I did
didn't
the fiddle.
immediately say, I pull out a fiddle, so I'm already kind of there on his side.
I was gonna do a
He
man.
didn't immediately say
I'm
I
not
pull out
gonna
a
lie,
fiddle.
part of my motivation was like, well, I want to tell everyone that I decided to name my pistol variation the Big Iron, but I wanted to do that slyly and not be like, by the way, guys,
The big iron.
It is
like,
a
there are
cool
very
name.
few country songs that I actually like really enjoy, and like fucking Big Iron by Marty Robbins fucking slaps hard.
Anyway, you asked me about fear. Why?
Menacing attack, one of my maneuvers.
Ah, okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's gonna be doogity-doo. Holy crap, I have a crazy bonus to hit. We're late in the game.
You're a fighter. No shit.
I'd hope you do.
Oh, weird. I only have +2 to weapon attacks. Why is that?
Yeah, it's a 29 to hit.
So, kind of mirroring what Saith did, you aim sort of like at where they're trying to fly out towards, and you fire. And as it hits one of the Nightwalkers, you see the shot almost like scatter and enter into the creature's mind, almost. Then, almost as quickly as it went in, it goes back out and explodes into this giant sun, almost as if the shot had learned what the creature fears, and it draws all of them back over. As you guys have managed to effectively channel them in towards the wall, they only have one more direction to go. Up. Back to Winterra. Sarastro looks at you and it's like, looks like they did a pretty good job moving everyone, like, towards the wall. You want to be the one to trap him fully?
Oh gosh. Okay. With
I
what?
heard yes! And she, like, pulls, like, goes basically, like, full 90 degrees, and you guys are, like, as she keeps doing it, it, like, keeps arcing back and back and back, and soon you guys are, like, upside down on top of the Nightwalkers as they're all flying up in your direction.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
Winterra is trying to stay strong, so that way Bookworm doesn't feel frightened because Winterra is frightened.
You can't be
You
frightened.
can't be frightened.
They can't be frightened, but like Winterra is like not like entirely sure about just how deep her fear of Nightwalkers is. If Hero's Feast can get past that, and so she's like still trying to stay strong, so
You
Bookworm
feel
doesn't get
the
worried.
fear inside of you, but you also feel the magic trying to push it back, and it's basically like a Dragon Ball Z beam
Yep.
struggle inside of you.
Exactly. And Winterra also doesn't want Bookworm to worry, so she's just like, I'm okay.
back in the material plane, Bookworm's like, huh. I feel like I'm holding back anxiety for some reason.
Just there's this entire extra level of anxiety because when Tara tried to explain what a Fey bond is to Bookworm and like very quickly the night before.
I feel like I'm afraid I'm going to be afraid. This is weird.
Okay, so I think when Tara is going to like summon this like orb of daylight and just like get ready and like look back at Shard, like, do you have anything that can stop creatures with light? She's like, yeah, actually I do. Summons a different form of, not the daylight, I forget what the fuck the spell is that Shard has, but it's a different light spell.
Hopefully not the light cantrip.
No, it's not.
I got sour news for you. That ain't good enough.
No, so when Tara's casting daylight and Shard is casting...
Oh, I found the spell. It's Buster Bunkin Nightwalker
Fuck
Fucker
off.
Deluxe.
Fuck right off.
It says make all Nightwalkers disappear for the rest of the game.
Oh, okay, I remember what it was. So because of her particular cleric thing, the shatter spell also deals lightning damage, so I always just imagine it as like light. And so like she is casting shatter at the point where when Tara is casting daylight on top of where the Nightwalkers are.
Okay, I got
To
you.
push
I
them
got you.
back.
Okay, so as you create this orb of daylight and drop it, Shard like sort of like points her hand down towards it, and with a snap of her finger, you see reality before the daylight spell crack and shatter, and through the cracks in reality, the light from daylight reflects out, and the light spreads farther, and what you see happen is the Nightwalkers who are all flying, they can't go forward, can't go to the left, can't go to the right, can't go up. They just start flying back towards the center and almost like congealing in this ball. And at least for the time being, you have managed to contain them. At least long enough for the armies still entering through the portal to be able to fend them off to the fullest ability they can.
Yeah.
So the Fey Lords continue their trip back into the castle area. You see that there are still more Nightwalkers approaching, but you effectively like go past them. They don't seem to be paying you guys any mind, almost as if they're being directed towards the portal itself. And they pull up to the front entrance of the castle. You all get out the van that Hearsome had, just like sort of everyone starts spilling out. The hobgoblin that you summoned walks up to you and says, I have to say, it was truly very cramped back there. I think someone's knee was pressing into my spleen the entire time. But I would endure it for you 1,000 times over.
All 16 velociraptors also funnel out of Hearsome's clown van.
Their claws are very sharp.
Oh, poor baby.
Would you like another egg?
I thought you said you only had one.
I lied.
Oh.
I will force you to eat this one too if you do not comply, because I love you.
Whoa, that's a little strong.
Eat the egg.
Okay.
He gives you another egg.
Winter's gonna try to fake eat the egg and try to feed it to one of the velociraptors instead.
Roll deception.
You sure it can't be sleight of hand?
Yeah, I'll allow that for that.
Okay. I think it's actually slightly higher than her deception. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's actually not bad. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you do the thing where like you like look like you're throwing it into your mouth, but you're also angled so that it like goes behind you and you don't notice, and one of your raptors just like behind you. Ow! And you do a very convincing fake swallow.
Yep.
And he looks very pleased.
Great egg.
I can produce more later, but for now...
Oh, like the egg
Produce?
spell?
How did you know?
I've heard of it.
I doubt it will be mechanically relevant at any point, but we'll see.
I sure hope not,
be.
considering evil chickens aren't a great idea right now, but...
If that is what you believe, I'm
No,
inclined to agree.
No, we don't need evil chickens.
Very well. God, I'm loyal to you.
Who's the guy who has the truck again?
That was Meskaman.
I want to say, like, while this is going on, like, Arlo's in the front with Meskaman, and he's, like, using prestidigitation. to put bull horns on the front of the truck. He's like, so see, like if you look, it looks way better this way. Like you got to get these on here.
I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't know. Like, it feels a little aggressive, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's just feel, like just sit here and feel it with me. Feel the power of the horns on the truck.
But feel it quickly.
I can feel your horns later if you would like. Like, we do need to kind of get back there. We're supposed to be leading the Fey armies.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, so you all pour out. They immediately, like, drive back off towards the front, and with that, you guys break off into your teams.
Wait. I have something to add to the.
Yeah, sure. I was about to close that really beautifully, but sure, let's go ahead and just trail back. Sure.
Okay, I'm sorry. It just
No. Go ahead and do it.
it just in the background you have like as they're talking about touching each other's horns, like Barden's just like reaching up to touch Saith's, and she's like, no, later.
Oh God. Is that actually an erogenous zone for Saith?
So anyway, you guys go in the castle.
Oh,
Okay, so now is where you guys are going to need the map. I see that you guys have printed out
I
one.
printed out one, yeah.
Found the map,
I might have
found
another
the
one.
map, Found the map. Found the
You
map.
definitely
found
do.
the
I can
map,
see it
found
behind
the map,
Drew's dice
found
tower.
the map, Found the map.
Oh.
Found the map. 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 Found the map.
Okay.
You need to stop so the rest of us can talk again.
Except you
Okay.
also, that's for you, love.
Oh.
Because Katie and I can share this one.
Yes.
What level are we coming in on?
First floor. You guys are coming in from the main entry, where it says entry. So the way that this part is now going to work is you guys will basically have to like go in and try and figure out effectively where Vincent is in all of this. I will say that each like time you guys do a check, it will be 1 minute in time. Just for you guys to get there, see if he's there, all that stuff. You guys can also send out the other teams to other areas, and that will count towards that same minute. For you guys will automatically know what's going on because you're there, but the other teams will effectively be rolling like luck checks, and for everyone who has an extra person with them, they get an additional +1. So since Divine Shield has Shard, and Second Chance has Elima, they will get +1 to their checks, but everyone else, I believe, will still just roll flat. As you guys are in there deciding where you want to go, you do actually hear, hey, I don't know if this counts, or as anything, I don't think it's Vincent. I did find a lost child.
A lost child.
Hi, Tara!
Oliver!
My God, you little sneak!
Oh, he's yours. Awesome. Do you want him back? He's attached to my leg.
Oliver, why aren't you with Mom and Dad?
I want to help.
Oliver!
Too late now.
Arlo leans over to Barden and like collects 1 gold piece for a bet that he had running that this would happen.
He tosses it to you very begrudgingly.
Okay, how are you guys with children?
They all just stare at you blankly.
Oh, great. Awesome. Oliver, how are you with teenagers?
Are you a teenager?
No.
Were you a teenager?
No.
What the fuck?
No, like when he knew her as a kid.
Okay. I just be like, nope, skipped it.
Yeah, you know, that's how people age. 10, 11, 12, 20. He's like, I don't know.
When Tara like leans in really close and she's like, do you want to stay with them or do you want to come with someone else?
The interns look at you like so hopeful, so hopeful that he will not say yes. And he's like, this guy looks kind of cool.
When Tara looks up, death in her eyes, like, if something happens to my brother.
Oh, this is your brother. That explains why you both look like bears.
Timid looks horrified at the idea of trying to take care of this small child.
I'm glad you specified, because I assumed that was Timid's default appearance.
Yes. No,
Artemis-
I mean,
Timid looks horrified, but no one can discern why because Timid always looks horrified.
Right. Artemis looks weirdly excited because children talk a lot, and she's so excited for the juicy gossip.
Saith is just gonna, she's gonna walk over to Oliver, and she's gonna, pick him up by his scruff and lift him up onto Timid's shoulders.
As you do that, he is still clinging onto Dennis's leg, and so Dennis also gets dragged along.
Should I do a strength check?
Are you using your tail?
No?
Then yes.
Okay.
Artemis is writing down notes very rapidly, for this fan fiction.
Artemis does give,
Saith changes to use her tail.
Okay, then no, you don't need to roll strength check.
So she lifts him up and she puts him on top of Timid's she pauses and she looks at poor Dennis.
This is fine. Do what you would have to do.
Oliver, honey.
I like him. He's cool.
Okay, well you can't stay on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just whatever you're doing.
All right, so let's make a deal though. Drop him.
I don't know what the deal is yet.
Okay, so you at least have to not. You know what? Actually, being down low at leg height might be safer for you. Never mind.
You put him down. Dennis just
yeah, no one
lands
ever
on his
attacks the
head,
legs.
slowly crease back down, stands up.
Wintera is still kneeling on the ground where she was previously at, Oliver height, and she's, looking.
He just falls back into that same place.
Can I also
Stay-
say that Artemis gives the vibes of kooky babysitter who's all right, we're gonna do all these things and you can't tell your parents.
Absolutely. Oliver,
Yeah.
stay with them. Listen to them. This is dangerous.
Okay.
Promise.
Long tooth promise.
She gently tugs his tooth. Okay. Be careful. She looks at Dennis and Artemis and Timid, and at full height, she's closer to Timid's height right now since she's still shifted.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, watch him. He's powerful on his own, so I know he can sort of handle himself.
Dennis looks suddenly more terrified that this small child has clung to his leg.
He might catch on fire later. He's got a fire
What?
friend. That's normal.
He also eats knees.
Oh yeah, watch your knees.
What?
Bye.
You are all more than capable of handling this, especially you, little one. But seriously, you've already died once, so just be careful, because you can and will, and it's not going to be the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so where do you all want to head off to first?
Well,
Wait,
I
I,
know
was
that-
gonna ask, who among them? I can't remember the full list of everybody who came with us. Was it Elma that's with us?
Elma is there, but Elma's with Second Chance.
We have Granifor and Barden with us.
Okay, so neither of them would particularly know. I was gonna ask before we separated from everyone, but I completely.
I mean, we haven't yet.
Oh well.
Yeah, no, I'm still asking where you guys go, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask if anybody who had been here longer than us, longer than Damned, or agents of Damned, I guess. God, we're lame.
So Divine Shielder,
That would be literally all of them.
yeah, I mean
Yeah,
all
so-
of them, but Divine Shield's been there the longest.
Yeah, so they would know Odart's places more than anybody. You know, I know that this is Vincent we're talking about, but we're also talking about Odart's body. And so there would still be some muscle memory there for Vincent, where he would go to the places where Odart most frequented.
yeah, my thing that I was gonna say is that if Vincent's in Odart's body, and if any part of Odart is still awake or alive in there, then his greatest pull, from what I can gather from the little fella, is to be in places that he's definitely not supposed to be, which would be Ryan's office.
Why is that so accurate? That sounds very spot on.
Because I'm amazing. Why don't any of you realize this?
Well, his room is across from Ryan's office, but that's all the way up on the 3rd floor.
So we have to make our way up?
Oh no, stairs. Tara's mortal enemy.
I mean, no, but in case we wanted to look through any of the rooms on the 1st floor first.
I'm imagining Wintera like a scared dog who like has always lived in like a 1-story house, like encountering stairs. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Climbed trees before. No, that's even funnier though. The imagination that she's climbed trees, so she's used to that, but the idea of stairs, like, what?
And she poofs up, she's like,
All right. Well, before we go anywhere, Saith is gonna try to detect some traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll your perception. I'll let Barton give you the help action so you have advantage.
Oh, very nice. Okay. 27.
As you look around trying to see if Vincent has laid any traps for you, everything seems exactly the same. And I don't mean in the sense that, like, just that he hasn't laid traps. It looks like no one's been here. At all.
That's weird. So there's no sign of life here. I mean, at all.
So he hasn't been here?
That or he hasn't been in this part.
Is it possible it hasn't moved from the location he was last time?
Dispatch?
Maybe that should be our strategy. Check where we found him last and then check Ryan's office.
Harvin speaks up and is like, well, there are multiple of us. We can divide and conquer. Make this easier on everyone.
Yeah, it's not a horror movie, Arlo. We can say, let's split up.
Famous last words, but okay.
That's like how all those Bard plays into with people dying, Saith.
I'm with her. I can't read anyway, so I don't know what those are about.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't like to say it. I don't like to say let's split up, but at this point, I think...
It's okay, Seth. I got you. All right, guys, let's split up.
No, you gotta say it like this. Let's split up, gang. Arlo says, like, right in front of Hearsom's van.
Hearsome pulled off a while ago.
Oh, wait, damn it, I forgot.
Yeah, you guys
y'all
are inside now.
That would've been great.
Well, we do have speaking stones, so I mean, it's not like we're totally splitting up, but I mean, it's probably not a terrible idea as much as I don't like it.
So we have Dispatch and Iron's office. What other places shall we look?
I mean, he's also definitely not supposed to be in a room. I think even more so in our office. So that might be another good place to check.
What about the library?
That's where I was going to suggest. I think that might be a decent area because there's a lot of magical items and stuff kept in the archives.
You guys hear Dennis speak. I was like, we can check the kitchen if you guys want.
I feel like you want to check the kitchen just because you're hungry.
No.
I have no problem with the interns and little boy checking the kitchens.
See, she knows what's up.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
We should probably have someone check either the bedrooms or the observation room up on the 3rd floor, too.
Yeah, how about if the Evangeal checks Dispatch, we of the Fortinet Fun Pals can head up to the rooms. We already know the interns are going. Second Chance can check on Ryan's room, since we also suspect that may be it. And then Teen Killers can head on over to the library. Does this sound good to everyone?
Sounds like a plan, French man.
Where are we going?
What is France?
You know that small town outside of Silvery Moon?
I love how much you feel the need to, like, yes and with world building when you could just, like, have 1,000-yard stare and say, I don't know.
Nope, France is a small
It's
town
so much
outside of
easier.
Silvery Moon where people have that specific accent.
You make this so much harder for yourself.
When Tara snaps in front of Arlo's face, Arlo, focus.
All right.
Where are we going?
I think our best bet's still like the office or dispatch. So I would
The other teams are already going to check there, Arlo.
then.
Well, no, I listed everyone off as, like, leaving Ryan's office open because that was the first thing that you guys said. If you guys
all right,
want,
then let's go there.
yeah, if you guys want to do something else, you can, but
To the office then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you guys make your way on up to the office, splitting off from all of the other teams, you've noticed the interns almost look a little bit too happy to be going to the kitchen.
Winteria looks a little bit relieved that they look happy to be going to the kitchen. Just
You already hear the sound of them making like a big ass Scooby-Doo ass sandwich.
Okay, so you guys make your way up to the third floor just outside of Ryan's office. And once you get to the door, as you try and open it, you reach for the handle and a ripple in front of the door from an arcane barrier shows before you. But yeah, that is what you guys see. This barrier in front of the door. You all cannot get into the office right now.
What about ghosts?
Do we have ghosts?
Saith has one.
I guess you do.
I mean, the ability is, like, has Spectre in the name, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do have a ghost.
so this isn't
Send your ghost.
this is an obvious magical effect.
It is. I mean, yeah. Super obvious.
So, Saith signs to Winterra that there's a good chance he's probably in here, and we can send Varus in as a specter or we can try to send Varus in as a specter.
Before you do that, would you guys like to roll for everyone else, the other teams, and see if they manage to find anything of note?
Sure.
What are we rolling?
Yeah, what do you want
Just a luck check. So someone go ahead and do it for Divine Shield over in Dispatch.
They got a natural 1.
Cool,
God.
they find Dick. Friday Night Fun Pals are over in the field op rooms, so someone roll for that.
They got a 13.
Okay. Then second chance is in Ryan's room. Go ahead and roll. Someone go roll for that.
They rolled a 17.
Okay. Team Killers in the archives.
That's a 7.
And finally, the interns in the kitchen.
That's a 19.
Okay. So as
Really, really good Scooby-Doo sandwich.
it's one of them like really tall boys.
Gotta unhinge your jaw.
As you guys are talking about how to get through, you guys get some calls on your speaking stone. It's effectively like a group chat type deal. And the first thing that you hear is the intern screaming.
Good screams, bad screams.
Bad.
Winterra's
I will say, you do not hear Oliver screaming. You only hear the intern screaming.
Winterra was going to bolt. The fur on the back of her head had already poofed out, and all of the fur on the rest of her body also poofed. And the second she doesn't hear Oliver, it's like de-poofs a little, but then she also gets concerned. She's like, what if he's not screaming because he's not there? What if he died?
And then re-poofs.
Yeah.
Even bigger poof.
So amidst the screaming in the background, you can hear Divine Shield say, "We haven't been able to find anything of note here." God, that's distracting.
Winterra shouts in Sylvan so that Oliver might respond and be able to come through. Oliver, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
There's a weird person here.
What do you mean weird?
I don't know how to describe it other than weird.
We should probably get down there.
We should probably go look.
You hear Raylan also say,
Yeah, that sounds like the top priority. We did find something in Ryan's room, so, we can meet you down there, I guess?
There's also an arcane barrier up here at her office.
That might explain it.
Explain it?
It's easier to show you.
Oh no.
and
Killer is like, we don't have anything over here, unfortunately. But we can meet up with you guys, figure out what all this weird stuff is going on about.
Okay.
And then finally, you hear from Friday and like,
yes, we do not necessarily directly see anything here, but we kind of have we have a weird idea of something. We'll double check something and then meet you all down there. Sound good?
Okay, where are we meeting? In the kitchen?
Yeah, that's where we are.
Winterra is dashing, like all fours dashing.
yeah. So you get down there. Do you all try and keep pace, or do you follow at a more modest pace?
I feel like we keep pace.
Yeah, we keep pace.
Okay, yeah, you guys try and keep pace. She's really going. And I will say that because Team Killers and Divine Shield were also on the first floor, you do see them there, standing in the kitchen next to the interns and Oliver. They all look very, very confused. The interns are still screaming. And what you guys see is this figure in the kitchen. He's sort of like floating in front of the fridge, holding a coffee mug. And the only way I can really think to describe him is like Waluigi, but if he was a lich.
God damn it! Fucking.
As you guys see,
How?
like, I'm.
How could you?
As you guys see, hello there. I'm the Boner Lord.
Oh
How
boy.
dare you?
When Tara covers Oliver's eyes and ears, just no. You're right. That's weird.
Told you.
Hi, Boner Lord.
Hello there, horny lady.
Oh, I like that nickname. I think my fiance does too.
Barney looks like, not from him.
I mean, we can use it later though. Anyway,
Saith, do you know who this is? Called them by name.
he just said his name.
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm distracted
You
because
should
my.
listen to people when they talk. I'm the Boner Lord.
Yep, I heard you. Now.
So, may I ask, how long have you been residing here, Boner Lord?
Fuck if I know.
Well, I mean, I can't fault you. You called dibs, basically.
Hey. Are you fucking serious?
Oh my.
I'm not gonna tell you when it's coming. My revenge will be swift.
As this whole thing goes on, Raylan pops in and is like, all right, I'm here. What the fuck?
Boner Lord, apparently.
Yeah,
Is that supposed
Saith
to
is-
mean something?
That's his name,
You
apparently.
know, the Boner Lord.
Yeah, the Boner Lord.
Raylan,
Yeah,
I don't
keep
know.
up.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. God, it's like Silvery Moon all over again.
So, Boner Lord, may I ask, what are you doing here?
Whatever the fuck I want.
That's fair.
And right now, I'm having coffee from this cup. And he
Oh, no.
shows you this cup.
It's the world's best.
That says, no, it's the world's most efficient boss. Because you can prove it.
It is not.
Ooh.
It is a image of this little wormling hanging from a branch, and it just says "hang in there" up at the top.
Oh, wait, that's
Whack.
really cute.
Whose mug is that?
There is a brief pause in the intern screaming as Dennis turns like, "Oh, that's still Miss Ryan's. It's her second favorite," and he goes back to screaming.
Can you guys stop screaming, please? Does someone...
Roll persuasion with disadvantage, because they are deeply scarred by this.
I apologize for the younglings. They're not quite used to seeing, less common
14.
people.
They do not stop.
Does anyone know the silence spell?
No, Arlo walks up and he's like, no, hold on, I got this. And a bottle for the baby, and a bottle for the baby, and a bottle for the baby. As he just like puts a vial of whiskey into each of them.
They're teenagers!
I mean,
I mean, the drinking age is like 16 in Faerun, right?
Sure, why not? Whatever keeps us from being canceled.
I don't think they're teenagers. I think they're like college students.
I know Artemis is.
Yeah, okay, that does make sense.
Yeah,
Like college-y age.
Timid is, a couple 100 years old. I think she was like 300 years old.
I don't
Still
think they would
young
let you
for,
have an internship with like an actual like international law enforcement agency
It's 16.
at not at least college age. Like you gotta be at the age where it's like, look, you're legally responsible for what happens to you.
Yeah, so you do that, they down them. I will let you roll persuasion to try and convince them. No disadvantage.
Advantage.
I said no disadvantage. Don't make me change my mind.
Can I burn a commanding person?
Sure, if you want to.
No, I'm not gonna. That's a 6 on the die, and my persuasion is probably not very good.
If I recall, it's a 0.
It is.
Yeah, they just down it and start screaming again, but like a little bit more like, ah.
Well, I did something. I don't know that it helped, but I did something.
It's funnier now.
Good job, little buddy.
Like, well, only other thing I can think of, and he puts one of them in a chokehold, and he's like, shh, 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 go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Which one?
Sleep.
Dennis, obviously.
Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis goes down.
Can I ask you a question?
Who are you talking to?
The
Boner Lord?
the weird boner
Oh,
lord
well,
dude.
sure.
We're trying to throw a surprise party for our friend who lives here. We can't find him.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
It
Sucks to be you.
Oh no, it definitely is. I just wanted to know if you might have recently seen anybody else around.
Nope, I only exist in the kitchen.
Oh, that's fair. Same, honestly.
I want you to know I had the opportunity to make a woman joke, but it felt beneath me.
Oh no, that's okay.
Even I have standards.
I appreciate that. I like being in the kitchen for the purpose of eating, not for the purpose of, making sandwiches. But, I mean, honestly, that cup of coffee looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's from the boss's favorite mug.
What?
Wait, is the Boner Lord still following the rules that the Boner Lord had the last time?
You're gonna need to remind me what those rules are.
The Boner Lord was literally Odart when he has coffee.
Yeah. I mean, this may not necessarily be, like, the literal exact same, like, instance of him, but he is, at the very least, taken on the same persona.
Is he separated out from Odart's, like, body or something?
Roll me Arcana.
That's a 13.
With a 13, you don't think that this is a tangible existence. Like, this doesn't seem... Something about the way that it's acting seems odd, not in the sense that it's the Boner Lord and everything about it's odd, but, like, from, like, the perspective of a living creature, it feels off in a way you can't quite put your hands on. Raylan then scooches forward, like, alright, this may actually be related to what we found. And she shows you guys this book. It's not like an official looking book, it actually looks like it was kind of made by someone else. And on the front of it, it says, written by Odart under author. And the title is Agents of Danged.
Fucking...
It's Odart's fanfiction.
Fucking...
Oh, for the love of Pete, his fan fictions are coming to, like...
Well, no, hold on. That's not one of his fan fictions, she says, pointing to, Boner Lord.
Oh, okay. Alright, that makes me feel significantly less grossed out.
Now, but why you two that are still unconscious, why are you screaming?
Artemis turns, she's like, we dealt with this guy once before. We had to go to San Cucino, great place. And he was a lot. He was a lot. I'll never forget that Nelg.
Okay, well now you are all being a lot, so...
We're always a lot. They go back to screaming.
Arlo puts Artemis in a chokehold and goes,
She goes
"All right,
down.
time for sleep number 2.
Yeah, she goes down. All that's left is just Timid, who, now that the other two are down, you realize is, like, very quiet, even screams like,
It's like Fluttershy screaming.
yeah. It's barely noticeable.
Arlo looks always like, honestly, this is more soothing than anything, so I'll let that keep going.
At the same time, as all this is going on, a friend comes like, there you are, I was what the fuck?
I feel like this is gonna keep happening over and over and over again.
This is the last team to get here.
Okay.
This dude calls himself the Boner Lord. We don't know.
That's about tracks, yeah.
Those three were screaming. This one's still screaming. The other two are unconscious.
I
Arlo
can
put
see
them in a
that, yes.
chokehold.
I was more concerned about the floating man who is Ryan's second favorite coffee cup.
Yeah, which apparently he's called her favorite coffee cup? That's weird.
I think I know what is going on then.
Oh, what's happening?
It is what I suspect. You see, when I was going to our rooms, I had this inkling. Everyone likes to hide their own personal belongings in their own room, because it is the place that they know best, so they know where to hide things. So, while I was searching all of our rooms, I thought, well, not technically, in the same realm of things, Odot is part of those rooms, so I went over, checked his room first. And so I went digging through the skeletons in his closet, you say. And what I found was what any boy of his age would try to keep hidden. And he pulls up a magazine that is titled Tig Biggie to Goblins 11.
Saith puts her tail over Barden's eyes.
I know what boobs are!
Tara's still covering Oliver's face.
What's he shouting?
Arlo just goes, so I guess they moved on from tieflings.
That is it! I do not think he has.
What?
What do you mean?
Rand's like, oh, these are wrong.
This is a decoy place.
Fuck.
You guys said something about having found a barrier, right?
Yeah, I was just about to tell Saith I could try dispelling the magic of the barrier before we heard the screaming.
You may be able to save those spells. Yes, I was thinking it's the same thing. Well, this person having, Ryan's second favorite coffee cup. Favorite coffee cup? Okay, yeah, that's confirmed it right there. I think these are like waystones almost. Think about how things happened when we left. Odot forced us out immediately so that he could trap Vincent here. Well, if he could get back to dispatch, he could just leave again. Even with the gem destroyed, or at least damaged, he still housed Odot's magic within him. I think if what you said is true about Ryan's office being sealed up by an arcane barrier, Vincent is still trapped in there. And the key is these incorrect items. They are directly tied to Odot. He left them as clues.
That smart little bastard.
He knows that we knew that he loved big booty tieflings and not tig-bearded goblins.
Everyone knows this, yes! He is not discreet!
No, not at all.
I wish he was more discreet.
We all do.
Yeah, yes.
Hope is like, yes, we all wish he was more discreet. Mm-hmm. Savin's like, yeah.
Okay, so how many of these items do we think there might be? Just these?
We can slice a sleigh, see what happens.
Okay.
That is the magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
Fucking hate you.
I mean, multiples of 3 are very powerful for Fae, but, you know, that's not necessarily relevant here.
Not even in the slightest. Let us go. You guys head back over to the stairwell, and as you do, you hear this banging at the door, and you see this shadow start to seep under. It's like, oh, that is not good. Harvim steps forward, and he points to you guys and says, looks like the Nightwalkers are coming through. You guys head on up. We'll take care of things here. We'll join you when we can. As the doors burst open and Nightwalkers begin to flood into the room.
Alright, good luck. She's handled Nightwalkers before, too, so she can help you. Bye.
What? Elma says.
Shard. Shard's with Divine Shield.
Are we gonna leave Odart with them, or
I was gonna get.
Odart
I was gonna.
not Odart.
Oliver. I know.
Oliver.
I was gonna get to that. As you guys start running up the steps, you look down to see everyone getting ready to fight, and the interns seem to be missing.
Where did they go?
Roll me a perception check. You may have advantage if you rely on smell or sound.
Sure. Dirty 20.
You smell an overpowering primordial fear that seemed to be radiating off of the Fearbolt girl, who was also the only one left conscious. From a distant area, seems like maybe she fled down to the basement with her unconscious friends and small child that you threatened their lives if anything bad happened. So she made the decision that maybe not this.
Yep.
They're fine. What did you call her? Timid? That's her name, right? Yeah, Timid is hiding. They're good.
So yeah, you guys make your way up, knowing that your friends are fending off the Nightwalkers, trying to buy you guys some time. And once you get back up and in front of Ryan's office, the 3 items, Ryan's second favorite coffee mug, the incorrectly titled Agents of Darned, and the dirty magazine Tig Biggie Goblins 11, all begin to glow as the illusion of what they are supposed to be called fades away. You see the mug melts away into world's most efficient boss. The magazine melts away into Big Booty Tieflings 3, I think we decided. I don't remember. One of the later
I don't
editions.
remember.
Sure.
And then the book melts away to reveal the actual title, Tales of Damned. And the melted off illusions move over towards the arcane barrier and seemingly melt it away. And with that, the barrier is gone.
You guys ready?
Nope.
Great, let's go.
Alrighty.
I've never felt more confident about anything in my life.
Oh,
the
right,
fuck?
you're still here.
Yeah, I'm with your team. What do you... You guys asked me to come with you.
Oh, that was Granifor.
Boner Lord?
No, Granifor.
Oh shit! I thought you were
I did
doing the
too.
Boner Lord.
I did too. That's why I was like, wait,
That's
why
why
are
I
you
was
still
like,
here?
what the fuck?
No, I understand we look and sound very similar, but trust me, I'm on your side.
You do not. Granifor, I'm gonna say this very clearly. You do not look anything like the Boner Lord. You're way more handsome.
You really think so?
Oh,
I do
incredibly.
truly
Absolutely.
think so.
Definitely.
Oh, he wipes like what would be like a brow or like where hair would be with one of his eye stalks.
Oh. Seitha, like, pauses for a second. She takes Wintera's hand and she takes Arlo's hand and she nods at them both.
On your shoulder, you feel a hand, and then like the hand like immediately retreats, and as you look back, you see that Barden had originally placed his hand, but like Vars had also put his hand over there, and they both like retreated awkwardly.
Nuzzling all of us are 16 velociraptors, and then when Tara ducks when she realizes there's probably another egg coming, she's like, wait, no.
No. Celebration egg is laughter.
What?
Let us go, trusted companion.
Oh,
It's perfect.
And with that, you all enter the door. And that is where we shall pause our tale for now. Hello, everyone. This is your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent dungeon master, Jordan Hoshi Roman. Thank you for listening to this episode. Next episode is going to mark the beginning of the final battle of Campaign 1. We hope you're as excited about this as we are. But before we can get to that, we do have some business to take care of. And don't leave just yet, because, as always, we do have some bloopers from this episode that didn't quite get to make the cut, but still worth a listen. If you really are excited about this series and can't wait to hear how we wrap it up before moving on to Campaign 2, head on over to our Patreon, where you can get all sorts of crazy other things. Things like our peek behind the screen after show, where we talk about episodes just like this one and every other one that we've done. We have monthly Tales of episodes, which are little short stories that add on to the lore of the show, sometimes in a big way, sometimes in a minor way. You can also get shoutouts, like our newest patron, Long Homestead, as well as some old classics like SC Lark and our good friend over from Bard Rock Cafe, Paul. We also have a website over at agentsofdamned.com where you can get our transcriptions, cast bios, and a link to our merch store, which you can also find at tpublic.com/user/AOD. You can follow us on all of our social medias, including but not limited to Facebook over at AOD, Instagram and TikTok at Agents of Damned, and Hive and Twitter over at Agents of D. Our social media handles personally are myself is Pokechap, Christina is Greekachu, Katie is Missy Mystery, MYSSY Mystery, and Drew is at Liger Cero, Liger CER and the number 0. Don't forget to join us at our Discord server, which you can find a link to down in the episode description, and a link to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AODcast. Currently, I'm doing a stream of Danganronpa, which is surprisingly a lot of fun for me. I think I might be insane. But regardless, don't forget to leave us a review and share the show with a friend. Those are the words I wanted. And until the beginning of the end, bye. Well, you gruesome oaf. Do you see anything that you like?
I mean, I guess there's some good stuff here, but I don't know, it's all too prissy for my taste. Yeah, I think it's more like for the everyman and doesn't sacrifice on comfort in any way.
I'm going to ignore how hurtful that comment was. Let's see. Something that is intended for any one person, but also is comfortable. I'm going to do something I normally wouldn't do and recommend a competitor. Have you thought about Black Feather Apparel?
Who that?
Black Feather Apparel is an online retailer that sells a wide variety of graphic tees.
I do like me a graphic tee.
Not only that, but they also have several hoodies that are equally as gorgeous as they are comfortable.
Alright, well, what about like my lower half? I'm glad that my upper half will be nice and comfy, but I don't want my buttock to get all chilly.
My goodness, you're so boorish. Fortunately, they also carry several different sweatpants and leggings, each as comfortable as the last.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. Sounds like a much better fit than your crap. Where can I find them?
My goodness, I hate you so much. You can find them at blackfeatherapparel.com. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram under the same name. Remember, you big stupid oaf, it's blackfeatherapparel.com.
Do we get motion sickness? Does anyone get motion sickness?
Roll con saves.
God damn it, Christina. God damn it, Christina.
I got a 19 on the die.
You're
so I think
good.
I'm good.
17 total.
I got a 5.
Saith does.
How's that motorcycle, Safe? How's that going for you, fucko?
Saith gets motion sickness. Oh.
Barton, who is mostly secured by your tail, just like rubbing your back, like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, she's gonna tell you to lean to the left, and then she's gonna drive right up to the pickup truck and try to spew her vomit right onto Arlo.
Oh my
I'm trying
god.
to tip you over.
We're going to proceed with the thing now, if that's cool with you two.
Yes.
Thank you. My Christ.
Wait, do you want me to do both of them? Because.
I said or.
Oh, great. Oh, wait, shit. I don't. Alright. I didn't know you wanted me to control Shard. Hold on.
I mean, in this context, why not?
Sure.
While you're figuring that out, can I say that, like, while this whole scene was playing out in my head, Andrew WK's Get Ready to Die was playing in the background?
And if I could afford that, sure, we could.
No, not on the podcast, obviously. Just like in my mind, you know, for those of you listening at home, if you're just like, oh, what would my mental soundtrack be? That's what popped in for me.
Yeah, just go ahead and pull that up on whatever your music player of choice is, and try and ignore whatever background music I put in.
I'm sorry, are we saying that this was canon?
It was indeed canonical. I had to consult Jordan about like I had to consult Jordan. I was like, hey, I know we don't know about Odart or anything. Like, 'cause at the time we didn't really know anything about Odart. I was like, is Odart actually a kid? Because I had some ideas for the Boner Lord.
Listen, I have to go back to my team with this. Is this really canonical shit right now? I'm
This
not
is
just
truly-
seeing
No, this is
this.
100% canon. No, this is real.
All
Boner
right,
Lord's
that's
the real
great.
thing that happened.
Not all of the one-shots are non-canon. Most of them are.
All right, now that I had my Deadpool moment, let's get back to this shit. Yep, it's canonical. Let's do it.
Whoops.
I know, and like Rick was pretty pissed about it too. He was like,
He wasn't pissed.
Don't try to put your gender norms on these precious babies."
Listen here, Saith, you dumb fuck.
I think he was talking to Barton.
No, I like Barton.
Our gender is null and our sexual preference is tentacle hentai.
No.
Our sexual preference is yes.
No.
Don't kink shame,
No.
you fuck. I like being aggro. Aggro Rick, look forward to him in a future campaign.
No. Hard pass.
You don't get to say.
Wait, if there were ever a team of Wintera's grandmother and the two Granaphores, the team could be called Gam Gam and Gran Gran.
That's
Snap-
actually surprisingly solid for some dumb bullshit you said.
Yeah.
I don't hate that, actually.
Not totally off. Also, I'm gonna cut out earlier where Wintera summons the Velociraptors at this circle because I think I can cleanly. Since this is also a concentration spell, like just for ease of like people being like, "There's rules."
Hey, if anyone rules lawyers us during this moment, they can kiss my ass. We know you have the Velociraptor. I'm not gonna be a dick
Okay.
and say, well, technically you had to drop concentration, so you gotta summon them again. No, I know you have the Velociraptors. It's cool.
Okay. Okay.
Anyone listening, if you got a problem, at me. I'll take that burden. At me. Okay? Cowards.
More importantly, if you have a problem, you can lick the underside of my balls.
Wait, are people being mean?
Nah.
No,
Are people
it's
bullying you, Christina? Do we have to kick their ass?
no. It's like people like to rules lawyer shows when people are like, "Wait, that's a concentration spell. You couldn't do both of those at the same time."
That's fair.
Yeah, it's also a comedy show. Like, fucking who cares?
You can also understand that you need to concentrate on licking the underside of my balls.
Bowels.
We'll hand wave it with some. It's shepherd shit. It's Faye shepherd shit.
Faye shepherd shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh.
I'm also the DM and said it's okay, so fuck it, it's okay.
I knocked my mic and I made like a ooh sound, so we may have to.
You know, it's cool. We weren't talking about anything like super important
This
at
is
that
probably
point.
So
So
we're 100% gonna cut that shit out. Like I said, I told
Chelsea, I
people
made
to
a
lick
tiny
the
face
underside
out
of
of
my
Play-Doh.
balls twice.
come look at her little Saith.
Before I crush her.
That
and throw her
sounds
away.
suggestive.
She's dead now.
She's dead now.
She's dead now.